Hi. So today I've decided to do some analysis on the water I was drinking, and I thought rather than just do it for me, I thought I'd share it with you as well because it's really interesting, the results. You see these little bottles here, and you see these other smaller bottles behind them. Well, each of those, you put 2 drops of those into the water and you get different results. So the first one, we were testing for residual chlorine. When there was no colour at all, there's no residual chlorine. And if the bottle goes yellow, it indicates that there's residual chlorine. The second one is testing the acidity or the alkalinity of water. And as you've probably heard, so much of our diet is very acidic, which isn't very healthy. So the more alkaline a water can be, make us much healthier. So the yellow colour indicates acidic water and the blue colour indicates alkaline water. And the third little bottle does a little test for about calcium and magnesium. So if there's any pink colour, it contains calcium, magnesium, and if it's blue in colour, there's no calcium and magnesium. So let's have a look at the results. So as I said, this is what the water looked like before. I just took them from various sources around my home, and in each case I filled it up 3/4, and all the bottles started being pure white. The first thing I did was I tested tap water. Now, our house is fully filtered. Even our shower water is filtered. So I took the tap water, and here are the results for 1, 2, and 3. So what you can see here is, of course, there is chlorine in tap water. But the tap water is alkaline, and there is magnesium in the water. So then I decided to test my whole house water. So we have a wellness water filter that we use to filter everything that we shower in, drink, and all those sort of things. And as you can see, it takes out all chlorine. There's no yellow there at all. And the color of the water turns a lot deeper blue. So very alkaline water. And of course, there's also magnesium and calcium in the water as well. So I'm really interested in this because our filter is over 6 months old and it's still working really effectively. I then thought I'd use some filtered water that we took away on a holiday with us that you buy from the supermarkets. It's supposed to be really pure. It's the best on the market, chlorine, fluoride, sodium free. And what you can see is really interesting. Yes, it is chlorine free. There's no chlorine that comes up. But what I find quite interesting here is in the second bottle, which indicates the acidity or alkaline, that it's very acidic. And then thirdly, you can see that there's no magnesium or calcium in it. So now let's move on to this great little water filter. This is only 600 mils, but I use this to take away with me when I travel. And I took the water from the tap outside and I filtered it with this little filter, and you can see here the water is clear, so the water has no chlorine, the water is very alkaline, and it's also got the magnesium in it. So what happens with our rainwater tanks? Now this we use just for the garden, but we do collect all the rainwater off our roof. So I thought, well, let's have a look at this. And again, you can see there's no chlorine, that the water is quite alkaline and it's got magnesium. So why are we so concerned about chlorine? The chlorine does kill a lot of stuff, but the best thing we need to do is we need to filter it in some way. And, you know, I got this information from the website mercola.com, but look, put in a search engine, do your own research. But it's really interesting. There's a lot of information, a lot of research being done saying the cancer risk to people who drink chlorinated water is 93% higher than those who don't. So this is a really good reason for us to start filtering our water. It's really, on that article, it also talked about a small town whose diets were rich in animal fats and milk, they never had any heart attacks until they switched from the mountain stream water to fluoride water. So also you can see here there's information on cancer and all sorts of other things. So this one's in the Netherlands, where people who swam in chlorinated pools or polluted waters as children had more risk of melanoma. And also male smokers who drank chlorinated tap water for more than 40 years had double the risk of bladder cancer. So that's all some research that you might like to consider. This is just one of the tips that I love to give to people under my Thriving Tips. My name's Karin Amali. I'm from Nurture House, and I'm all about nourishing families in today's world. You can find out more at my website, www.nurturehouse.net. Until next time.